Alright, what's going on, everybody? Broke Ace Breaks is back. I'm going to show a little bit of some 90s love with a Paul O'Neill PC. Move the sign around. It's probably all blurred out from the lights, but show off a little bit of Paulie PC in the background there. Got tons more, but a little backstory of me collecting. So, yeah, I'm an 80s kid, so I think I started collecting in the early 80s. Paul O'Neill was my first big real I guess, player I collected, or athlete. Him and Pete Rose. I don't know why I followed the Reds, and the Yankees. But I think I started collecting Paul in 85 or 86, and just never stopped. So all these years, 30 plus. So I'm talking thousands of cards, probably over 100 autos. Between bats, balls, cards, 8x10s, jerseys, you name it. I pretty much got every Paul O'Neill card there is. But I came across a guy on Facebook. He was a big O'Neill collector too. So he sent me he showed me pointed me towards trading card database where all his cards were. And it's pretty rare for me to find something I don't have, but I ended up finding 22 cards that I didn't have. I think 10 or 12 of them were actually Topps Tech from '98. So my biggest PC were build anyway for a subset is 98 Topps Tech. And so Topps Tech, a little history on that. If you don't already know, it's the biggest produced set ever so far. So to put it in perspective, these are all different Paul O'Neill variations here. So it's a 90 card base set. Every card has its own variation. So there's 90 different variations of the same card, kind of like Tech today, but obviously a lot bigger. So 90 card base set, 90 different variations of the same card, which comes out to 8,100 cards just for the master set. And they say that each base card, every variation has its own diffractor. So mathematically, that'll be 180 of the same exact card with different variations to include the diffractors. So I think one person that I got in touch with, one guy doing the Mark Grace when I first started doing this set in 2013. So I've been doing this for 8 years, and I got 56 cards out of the 90 so far. I think the guy who did the Mark Grace just finished it last year in 2019. He finally found all 90 variations of Mark Grace. So the biggest set ever produced up to today, 8,100 cards, 90 card set with 90 different variations of the same player, not including the diffractors, which is another 90 cards. So, and very, very, very hard to find. For me to find 10 or 12, I think 10 from one person, I'd be lucky if I find 10 in 2 years. So that was a pretty big score there. A bunch of other ones that I got from him. Just some of the 90s cards. So this is 95 score platinum. It's a pretty badass card. I'm going to try to blaze through these because a lot of cards here. Show off. This is 95 Summit Edition score. But just look at that pattern. Look at that. Pretty sick cards. This is Aficionado. I think it's 96 Pinnacle. So these are all cards I don't have. As far as this is embossed. 96 Circa, I think. I can't see it. I think it's 96 Circa. No, well, it says 96 right there, but but the card is embossed. So Paul O'Neill's raised, the Yankee logo is raised. Pretty cool card. Select Certified Blue. Some of these are numbered. That's 96 also. We have 97 Stadium Club Matrix. Look at the refractor on that card. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then we get into these 98 Leaf. This is the fractal material. Then we have the Fractal Foundation. Fractal Matrix Blue. It's a die cut card. Out of 42 out of 50. Fractal Matrix Gold or Bronze. One of these is an X-axis. I can't remember which one it is. We have the gold 98 Studio Gold Press Proof or Studio Gold Proof. That was hard to get out. 190 out of 300. This is 98 if I'm not mistaken. But another nice design there. It's the artist proof. Not numbered. I think you threw in this bazooka here. And then the tall boy. 94 Fleer. But I think I got a couple of these diffractors, and I can't fucking talk tonight. From the 98 Tech, so like I said, there's about 50, I think 56 out of 90 there. Let's see if we can blaze through these right quick. Just the patterns in some of these cards are just phenomenal. That's definitely not a diffractor. And I haven't came across the actual pattern names like today's Tech. You know, you have the arrows and triangles and pipes. I don't think these have an actual pattern name. We can make up names though. Call that Polka Dot. Polka Dot Circus. But some of these patterns are just nasty, some of them. But a very, very, very tough set to build. Extremely hard to find these cards. Even at shows, you go to a show, you ask somebody for 98 Tech, they're like, they look at you like you got fucking 97 eyeballs on your face. But, yeah, this set is massive. But, yeah, some of these patterns are just crazy. But I tell you what, if I find all 90 of these, it's going to be one badass display. Framed. Pretty boring one there. That's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of that dude from that, fuck's the name of that movie? That clown dude locks everybody in the room. Looks like his eyeballs. Man, I can't remember the name of that movie. This one almost looks like a bicycle chain. I gotta get these in a box though. Starting to bow a little bit. A nice design. But yeah, if you guys are watching this and you know anybody that has 98 Topps Tech Paul O'Neill variations, let me know. It's card number 37, and there's your little pattern there. So that's pattern 89. So every card obviously is numbered 37. It's just the pattern numbers change there. That's 51. Little show off here. My most prized Paul O'Neill possessions here. Yep, 8,100 cards in a master set. That's a nice looking pattern. Another cool one. A little flaw in that one. Pretty boring. Looks like bricks. There's a nice one. Hopefully you guys can see these okay. Trying to get this lighting. That's a badass looking card. That's really nice. Sometimes it's nice just to break some things out. I haven't looked at these cards in a while until these 10 came in from this guy. So I got 22 cards. I think it's like 45 shipped. It's basically $2 a card, which is fucking phenomenal also. Try to get through these a little faster for you guys. That one's boring. But definitely, if you're into set building and you want a challenge, there you go. Pick a player. There's a badass pattern. That's nice. If you want a challenge, definitely checklist, like I said, it's 90 players from 98. So I'm sure if you're a collector, you can pick one of them. And you want to challenge yourself in a set building, try 98 Tech. I think it was the first year Tech came out too. I think 98 was the first year. There's a nice pattern. Almost positive. I have to double check that. That one's pretty boring. I'm going to get to these diffractors. I think they're at the bottom. There's another cool one. Like I said, hopefully you guys can see these patterns and how when the light hits it just right. It's going to be pretty. Shit, when I'm done, and this is all, there's a nice one. All framed up. Probably throw some LEDs in there for sure. Probably take it to a custom shop or something. Like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something. That's a cool pattern. I think after this I'm going to go online and see if these patterns actually have names like today's. There's a nice one. Almost looks like a chandelier. I'm gonna put one of these on a stand. Maybe you can see a little. Maybe I can get the light to hit these a little better. Where the hell are those diffractors at? I pass them? Oh, here they are. So I'll show you the difference between. I only got 2 diffractors. Let me show you the difference here. So the background here, it's got the cracked ice look. That'll be your diffractor, as opposed to your base where you don't have that cracked ice or atomic look in this background here. So you can hopefully, I'm sure you can see a little bit of it. Maybe if I put it on the stand. Oh yeah, there you go. Get the light to hit that just right. And then the other one I have is this one. But like I said, badass cards. Definitely a very, very tough set to build. You want a challenge in collecting. Maybe you can see those diffractors a little better. Definitely 98 Tech. Like I said, I've been doing it 8 years. Out of the 8 years, I found 56 of them. So mathematically, I would say I'm almost done here in the next couple of years at this rate. If I come across guys online with 10 or 12 at a time, it'd be awesome. But yeah, a little bit of the Pauly PC. I'm probably gonna. I got shit tons of through the mail autographs just stacking up in here. I send out requests and I get returns and I just throw everything in a damn box. I'm probably gonna make a video showing that off. You guys check out Roger, man. This guy's pulling some optic crazy. Check him out on Instagram. Game Time Breakers. Check him out on YouTube. I think I have more Instagram. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube on here. Twitter and Instagram. Give him a follow and a like. You guys want to see some optic getting busted and a bunch of other stuff. But I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that little Paul O'Neill personal collection there. I haven't posted to Instagram in a while. I think I'm going to get on that. But you can follow me at the Warrior 21 Collector on there. Probably post some of these pictures up there. But I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Give me a like. Thanks a lot.